Good morning, everyone. This is Saujanya working as assistant professor in CSE department at GRIT. Today I am going to explain about the cloud computing introduction. Then, before knowing about cloud computing introduction, we may get some of the questions in our mind like what is the cloud, where is the cloud, are we in the cloud or not? For to answer this all the questions, we need to know the term called cloud computing. Nowadays, the cloud is everywhere. In simple definition, we can say that cloud computing means storing and accessing the data and programs over the internet instead of your computer hardware. Means the cloud is nothing but internet is nothing but the cloud. This is the reason the cloud is always depends upon the internet only. The cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of computer power, database storage, applications and other IT resources through a cloud service platform via the internet, either free or with pay as you go model. Cloud computing is providing different types of services like power, computer power, database storage, applications, and other IT resources through the cloud. Right, so with the internet only, the cloud can provide these services to the end user. While providing these services to the end user, some of the services are free, some of the services we have to pay the money for that, how much you are using that services. Cloud system should be able to monitor resources usage in real time to enable rebalancing of allocations when needed. Cloud computing applies a virtualized platform with elastic resources on demand by provisioning the hardware, software, and data sets dynamically. It offers online data storage, infrastructure, and applications as a services. So, next, see this diagram. This diagram can shows that what are the services provided by the cloud computing. The cloud computing is providing that application as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. These all the services will be provided by the cloud, right? So these services we may use of any of the devices like phone, laptop, servers, desktops, and tablets. Before knowing about this one, I'll give you one simple example. So I have the one file in my laptop. I want to share that file to my students. So but on the same day I forgot to bring that laptop to college, right? So at the time, how can I share the data? I cannot share the data at that time, at that particular moment, right? So instead of storing in my laptop, if I store the data in my Gmail or Google Drive or else somewhere else in the cloud, I can share the data easily to anyone with any of the device. That is the very good advantage with the cloud. Means if the data is available in my Gmail, I can share the data with any of the device like phone, laptop, servers, desktops, or tablets. So that's the reason we are saying that cloud computing is everywhere and we can access anything from anywhere, right? So next one is that what are the advantages of the cloud computing? So cost, first one is the advantage of the cloud. The transform capital expenditures for servers into and operating expenses. Okay, very less cost it will take while you are using the cloud computing. Multi-tenancy, several customers share the same infrastructure. Scalability, on-demand provisioning of computer resources. Redundancy of sites is easier to implement. Accessibility, we can now, just now I explained that we can access the data anywhere from any of the device, right? Maintenance upgrades are applied centrally and done by IT experts. Next one, even though we are using the cloud computing, we are having the advantages, or and also we are having some very less disadvantages with the cloud computing. Security wise, we may think about the security wise. Security, loss of control over sensitive data. Dependency tied to to cloud service provider. Flexibility, special customization of computing resources may not be possible. Cost structure is becoming opaque. Knowledge, most of the knowledge is concentrated in the cloud service providers. Integration, difficult integration with other equipment and systems. Now there are different types of cloud computing models are available in the cloud. There are certain services and models working behind the scene, making the cloud computing feasible and accessible to the end users. There are some models will be available in the cloud. Those are service models and also the deployment models. Now we are seeing about the cloud's computing service models, right? Just now I explained about that the cloud is providing the different types of services to the end users. Basically, the cloud will provide the nine service models to the end user, but in this we are learning only three models, that are software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service, where infrastructure as a service is the most basic and end higher model, abstracts from the details of the lower models. In 2012, network as a service is defined, and next one is the communication as a service were officially included by the International Telecommunication Union as part of the basic cloud computing models. Next, we will see one by one what are the different types of services. Infrastructure as a service first. Infrastructure as a service is a way to rent storage, hardware, servers, and network capacity over the internet. Next one, the service provider owns massive computer resources and is responsible for running and maintaining them. Meanwhile, the client needs only computer and internet connection to access this bottomless resources and typically pays for it on a per use basis. The main features and components of the infrastructure as a service are: it has a service oriented utility computing. Utility computing is nothing but just how much you are paying, we are getting those that much of resources. That's why we are calling utility computing is also one of the pay as you go model type. Automation of administrative tasks, unlimited resources, on demand self service, pay per use pricing, desktop virtualization, and policy based services. Next, platform as a service. Platform as a service give a possibility to run, create, or test various applications by using the providers tools over the internet. Platform as a service is nothing but it provides a runtime environment to the user. It is providing one environment to do any of the tasks as a runtime environment. The consumer has no rights to manage and or control the underlying cloud infrastructure like storage, servers, platforms, etc. But it is able to configure application hosting environment and the installed application. We may say some example like platform Heroku or some other will be there. We will see next. So next one is the software as a service. Software as a service is a cloud computing model which hosts various software applications and makes them available to the customers over the internet or other network. There are two main software delivery models for SaaS: to give an online access to a single copy of an application, or to host commercially available software and deliver it over the internet. Okay, this diagram shows that what are the different types of services provided by the cloud and what type of services are available, which type of services are provided by the different which service we will know now. Okay, here infrastructure as a service, if we say that, so this infrastructure as a service is providing application runtime, security, and integration in the uh, database, right? You can manage these all the things, but basically infrastructure as a service is providing the servers, virtualization, server hardware, storage, and networking. Platform as a service will provide the runtime environment, security and integration, database, servers, like that. Whereas the software as a service is providing that all the applications, runtime, security, database, those all are managed by the vendors. Okay, next one is the deployment models. Right, just now we saw the service model. These are the deployment models which are depends upon the environment of the cloud. Now, while explaining about the cloud computing definition, we are saying that cloud, how much you are using the cloud. For that, you may pay the money or somewhat services are free. Based on that environment, we are dividing that models into four types. One is the public cloud, private cloud, community cloud, as well as the hybrid cloud. See here, this we can say here. This diagram shows that private or internal cloud, public or external cloud. If we use any one of the cloud is the combination of these two clouds, then we can call it is a hybrid cloud. How we can say these all the things. Next, what is a public cloud? A public cloud is a standard cloud computing model wherein a service provider manages storage and computing resources on behalf of consumer over the internet. Public cloud, if you are saying, means it is freely available to the end users. Anyone can use their services and anyone can update their services. That's the reason we are calling it as a public cloud or external cloud. Public clouds are run by third parties and applications from different users or shared on the provider's cloud servers, storage systems, and networks. Benefits of public clouds include ease of on demand scalability as they are larger than a company's private cloud. Security concerns, shared resources are major target of attack of hackers. Here some of the examples will be there: Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud, EC2, IBM Blue Cloud, and Google App Engine, Windows, or these all are example for the public cloud. Next one is the private cloud. It is also called as internal cloud or corporate cloud. It is typically hosted on customer premise. Providers hosted services to authorized users behind a company firewall. This mainly private cloud, we have to pay the money for that one, how much cloud you are using or how much services you are using. For that you have to pay the money. Basically this cloud will be available in the different organizations. Companies has control over the resources, data, security, and quality of services. The company owns the infrastructure and controls how applications are deployed on it. Right, the next one is the community cloud. Community cloud shares the infrastructure between the several organizations from a specific community with common concerns, whether managed internally or by a third party or hosted internally or externally. The costs are spread over the fewer users than a public cloud, so only some of the cost savings potentials of cloud computing are realized. And the last one is the hybrid cloud. The combination of the two or more clouds like private, community, or any of these two clouds combination, we can call it as a hybrid cloud, remaining unique entities but are bound together, offering the benefits of multiple deployment models, ability to connect collaboration, managed and other dedicated services with cloud resources. Companies are able to obtain degrees of fault tolerance combined with a locally immediate usability with dependence on internet connectivity. It requires both on-premise resources and off-site servers based cloud infrastructure. So these are the different cloud services which are provided by the cloud: Amazon Web Services, Google, Microsoft Azure, Rackspace, justcloud.com, SugarString, SpiderOak. These all are the different service providers which are provided by the different companies. So the last one in today's class we have learned about the cloud computing, like that, right? So for it is to be considered cloud computing, you need to access your data or your program over the internet, or at the very least have the data synchronized with other information over the net. With an online connection, cloud computing can be done anywhere, anytime, from any place. Like everything else, cloud computing too has its advantages and disadvantages. While the technology can prove that to be great asset to your company, it could be also cause harm if not understood and used properly. So these are the some references which I am giving here. The next, thank you all.